Okay. I've got no idea what happened. We'll see if anybody comes back. If not, we'll just end the chat. That sucks. We had 40 people in here. Oh well. We'll see if everybody comes back. Looks like people are coming back. Okay. We'll keep it going then. We're up to 10 people already, so in the first minute. We don't normally have internet issues here, and I'm plugged directly into my modem, so I don't know. Kind of weird. Oh, did it? Okay. It's weird because now on my end, I can see the live clock still ticking, but the chat stops, and then I get a message that says internet issues. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I almost didn't come back on because I was just thinking, well, no one's going to come back now. Now that I've dropped, you're gonna go see the rabbi or somebody else. I'm not going to complain, considering how many live streams that I've done. There has been very, very little issue with it. Very little.
Top back on. Vivo home screen. Top back off.
Mike Foodie, how are you, sir? We were in the chat, Mike, and for a little over an hour, and it dropped. It dropped on me. Some others get 12 hours. I know who you're talking about, Clyde. Oh. Can I just time someone out for fun? Does anybody want to be timed out just for fun? Yeah, I did not even reboot my computer, Ramel. I just ended the live stream and opened up a new one. So yeah, sorry, Tess. I don't know what happened. I'm glad you guys came back anyway. Well, I'm glad you're here, Mike Foodie. I had a chef question for you. I hope I can remember it. Something Melanie and I were talking about the other day. Hopefully I'll be able to remember what it is. Oh, reboot the web page. Okay. Yeah, I'm a big avid fan of restarting your computer, you know. I remember back in the golden era of computers, when they first started becoming popular in the home, which would be 1995 maybe. I mean, when it really became big. I know there was a lot of home computers before that time, but rebooting the computer was always the fix-all. Hey, Mark Doyle, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody who came back. Welcome back. I see we lost a lot because there was like 35 when the chat dropped, so that's okay. Slim Jim, what's up? Thanks for coming in. It's Take Two, Chat Tuesday. Something happened, and it may not even been the internet. It could have been a YouTube problem. You know, imagine all the live streams they're managing right now. YouTube alone. I had a Sony 2-line landline phone with line lights to make sure my dial from the connection. Test Delgado, yes. I had breakfast already. Control Alt Delete, Robert Dyer. 1197, hello. So anyway, my back to the traveling story from Saturday. We spent about an hour at the Monte Maria in Batangas, and then we spent about another hour at the Fantasy World. So that's 2 hours of family entertainment and 11 hours of driving. Oh. I was just stunned at how bad the traffic was coming home. Do I still have water down here? I do. Yeah. Quite the imbalance. And most of that driving, well, only 4 hours of that driving was good. The rest of it was sitting in traffic. Yeah. I drove about halfway home. I got us through Taguig and almost into Quezon before I turned the wheel back over to our cousin. Start a human drone business. That was a beautiful amusement park. It's a shame they never opened it, right? You know what, Tess? A lot of times when we travel, that's what we do. We just bite the bullet and we spend the night. Especially if Melanie and I go somewhere on the motorcycle, we'll just, we just bite the bullet and spend the night, and then we plan everything around coming home on Sunday because there's no traffic on Sunday. So if you manage it right, it's not so bad. For example, they took Mama to the airport from North Caloocan on Sunday. The whole thing was 4 hours to go and come home. So that gives you an idea. Mike Foodie says the fantasy park was great. Yeah. Tagaytay, Santa Rosa area seem really, really neat, but wow, the traffic is just ridiculous. Pepsi got caught out with their bottled spring water. Had to admit it was purified tap water. Ooh. Murray's asking, do I drink the blue jug water? Yes, we do. I've never had an issue with it, Murray. Although everyone always says to me, go and find out how often they change their filters. And I can't really do that. I mean, I could do it, but what would I do with the information? I've never been sick off the water, so. Melanie says we don't need to buy it. Melanie says we can drink right from the tap because we've got Manila water. Melanie and her entire family says they have always drank from the tap. If it's Manila water. If it's the other one, who's the other water provider here that we had before? I don't remember. Ramel says the longest road time was 12 hours. Manila to Baguio and all from Baguio to Vegan. Oh. I've heard now that road going up to Baguio is a pain in the ass. Mr. Wonderbar, any UFO sightings in the Philippines? I don't know. Maybe after a couple of red horses? I don't know. Hey, Ramel, has there ever been UFO sightings here? I don't know if that's a serious question from Mr. Wonderbar or if he's just being funny. Yeah, Ramel, I was just shaking my head, dude. 2 hours to get through Taguig alone. We got up through Eastwood City, and we got a little bit of a break. But man, I mean, you just go. I mean, when you're sitting still for 4 solid minutes, because I timed it a couple of times. You just shake your head, and then all of a sudden it just starts moving. I drink from the big blue jug, never had a problem, but it depends on where it comes from. Justin Rogers says you can't drink that water. Tim Clemens says, I like your store. I think you've got the wrong blogger. Tim Clemens, I think you're talking about Philly, Brian, and not Philo. Slim Jim says UFO, so that explains it. Kanoe drinks the tap water at his house. Tess has land in Tagaytay. Yeah, Maynilad. Maynilad. Hey, does anybody know why they sometimes spell Manila with a Y? Those boulders kill a fair share during the rain. I missed something. Sorry, you guys. Did you see the UFO footage from the Nimitz off the coast of California? No way. Really? Send me a link, James. Danny Gordon says, I drank from a brown jug back home with 3 X's on it. Yeah, and you hold it with your thumb, right? You pick it up with your thumb, you turn it over like this. Or how You know what I mean. How them hillbillies. Murray says I bought blue jug water once and was an instant weight loss for a few days. Marshall Tito, no. Philly Brian does not sell water. See, that's how I buy mine. It's from a Sorry store. Now I don't know where they're getting it from. There's a sticker on there that says where that comes from. It has the phone number. We do have electric dispensers and filters to purify water. Mark Doyle says, I was in Manila Airport about 2 years ago. I was filling water bottle in the restroom. Yeah. Ah, Slim Jim. Manila is the original. Okay. Yeah, it's like Caloocan used to be spelled with K's. Kalookan. Caloocan. And they changed it to C's. Ah. Oh, I didn't know you could post a link. James, that's pretty cool. I didn't think they allowed links. So I have it anyway. Thanks, bud. Oh, that didn't work. Wait a minute. What happened there? Open link in new tab. Yeah, that didn't work, James. I don't know why. The link, what I'm seeing when I open it up, it just says YouTube Studio on the tab, and there's nothing there. Maybe you can't actually post a link. You might have to send it to my Facebook. I don't know. Oh, here. Actual pilot discussion. Oh. HTTP. Let me try it one more time. Open link in new tab. Yeah, there's nothing there when I open it up. Can somebody else try to open that up and see if they see anything? I'm talking about the original James Lonergan link. See if you can see it. You'll get it in the backdoor trots. There's no C in the Tagalog alphabet. Ah. Okay, James, thanks. In Caloocan, it depends on the mayor how I spelled it. Some documents still say Caloocan. Yeah, some of the schools still say Caloocan with a K also. Video is very poor quality. Is it? Oh, Dennis, you were able to use that link? It won't open for me. I don't know why. I just get a blank YouTube Studio page. I really want to see it. Let me try that again. I can't just click on it because it'll leave the live stream. I need to right click, open link in new tab. Come on, baby, open up. I want to see it. Shit. Oh well. Later, Nalan. Both links worked for Dennis. Well, shit. Notification. Ah, somebody sent it to my. Somebody sent it to my. Who is that? Oh, Jimmy Mike. Okay, I got it now. Thanks. Whoever sent that. Jimmy Mike, thank you. Although I don't see Jimmy Mike in the. I know. Chat. Unless Jimmy Mike is Slim Jim. Ah, James Lonergan. Sorry. Okay. You are Jimmy Mike. Okay. Well, at least I know that now. Aliens are just food to us. We are cows to them. And the NG is substitutes to C and F from the English alphabet. Ah. Thomas M. Is it expensive to live in Makati? Yes. Carl Fernand, welcome.
The vast expanse of Nevada's badlands stretches endlessly.
Well, it's 32 minutes long. I'll have to wait and watch that later. Mitch Bromwell, thank you. About how much more than where you live. Thomas M., living in Makati could cost you as much as living in the USA. And it can also be less expensive. That's not a fair assessment, but Makati is a very insulated place. If you want to live in the Philippines, but you don't really want to live in the Philippines, then you live in Makati. Maybe they can come in another form. I wonder if these aliens always come in that form. Magandang umaga, Carl for Nung. Thanks again, Mitch. Justin Rogers, I live in Makati just like USA Price. Yeah. And there's affordable stuff in Makati too. We have a family apartment that's right behind Avenue Night Market, and it's only, I don't know, $10,000 a month or something. The rent. I think it's less than that. $7,000 a month for the apartment. But it's small, you know. It all depends on how you want to live. If you want to live like an LA, like a Western guy, you go to Makati or Global City. That's where you go if you don't really want to live in the Philippines. You don't want to come where I'm at, believe me. This is full Filipino here, baby. Justin will tell you. Get a hold of Justin. He lives there now. There is upmarket tourist Makati and lower-end Makati. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Here we go. Mitch will know for sure. Like that episode with Greg Kinnear. Ah. I missed something there. Sorry, Ramel. Michael Shannon. Don't worry. Be happy. Up to you. I read one time that aliens... Shit. Sorry. I read one time aliens had been here forever. They are worms, and we were put here to feed them. Slim Jim says most aliens work in the U.S. Postal Service. Been busy at the Rocket Ranch, always catching up on your recordings. Thanks, Mitch. Sorry, you guys, I got behind again. Slim Jim and the White House. Hanoi, shape shifters or skin changers. I have all of the old sci-fi series on disc. Twilight Zone, One Step Beyond, The Outer Limits. Okay, Justin Rogers lives next to Greenbelt, so that's a really nice area. I worked with a Filipino in the USA at my company who had a condo, probably right where you live, Greenbelt area. Ah, Robert Dyer. Man, it's getting hot in here. Hold on, I'm going to turn the air conditioner on. Ah. Oh, it's starting to heat up a little bit. Robert Dyer says my brother-in-law and family live in Marikina. I've done some walking around in Marikina with Joseph, and man, that place is impressive. I couldn't believe how clean it was. There were actually trash cans on the street, and there was no trash anywhere. I felt like I was, somewhere else. I was just stunned. Pretty sure I vlogged that. Yeah, Clyde, we have the same. I think you and I bought the same aircon. Yeah, I was, by the way, you guys, I kind of screwed up and got some hate mail because I showed the trash over at the playground. You know, I have to remember that, you know, holy cow, Melanie loses a lot of hair. I have to remember that a foreigner walking around the Philippines and talking about the Philippines can be offensive to people. And so after I, did that video, I think that was the bridge video. When I was walking back from the bridge, I stopped and I filmed all of the trash that's all over the playground, And I said, this is the sad reality to living here, is that you have to see a lot of trash on the ground. And, most people, especially my subscribers, agreed with me in what I said, but I had a few people that basically told me to go back to my country if I don't like it here. One lady even went as far as telling me that the reason there's trash on the ground is because this is a developing country. I don't understand that thought process at all. You don't have to litter just because you live in a developing country. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. Yeah, Slim Jim, never emphasize dirt on the vlogs. And I don't really emphasize dirt. I just, I find it very important to show the real Philippines. And a lot of people just, let's just say that criticism isn't something that really exists here. Constructive criticism. Well, Robert Dyer. Okay, here's Robert Dyer's comment. There was some trash on the ground because some jackass threw it there. It happens everywhere. Well, I guess you would have to really live here to understand what I'm trying to say. You would really have to live here. Yeah. Foreigner walking around the Philippines. Yeah, I've always been bothered by the trash, and I've always thought that, talking about it and bringing awareness to it might help somehow, but yeah. The people in this culture do not like a foreigner walking around their country and showing anything that's negative, So I would imagine that Brian caught some slack for talking all that shit about the traffic people. I was surprised that he did that in that one vlog, but I'm sure he got some haters. Doug C., anyone who has visited Philippines knows litter is a big issue. You can't miss it. It's nothing against the Filipino people or their country as a whole. Yeah. Yeah. Those are Filipino vloggers, two standards here. Yeah, there's two different standards. We love the Philippines. If locals come to your channel, they hopefully see your love. Okay. You don't learn if you are not willing to listen and digest the criticism. Yeah. Well, then it's going to be a long time before anything ever changes here, because criticism is not something, I can't criticize in my own house. So, yeah. Yeah, Clyde, good comment. Sorry, I'm just trying to, I know. Red Sox did not win Major League Baseball. Mike Caloocan says everybody is doing environmental awareness. It's the right thing to do. Mike Foodie says, long story short, on the new alien story, the U.S. Navy admitted to recent leaked videos were real. Okay, Randy. Kanoy, thanks. Check out Kanoy in the Philippines, you guys. Thanks for coming in, bud. Good to see you again. Justin Rogers, I'm not really talking about trash pickup. I'm talking about the discipline of not throwing your trash on the ground. If I buy a candy bar at the Sorry store and I'm away from home, I put the wrapper in my pocket because it's the right thing to do. And then I throw it away when I come home. It's called discipline. It's called common sense. That's my struggle. It just takes just the tiniest bit of effort. That's all it takes. And if everybody put that effort in, it would be very different here. But it's just too much work. It's so much easier just to toss it on the ground. Where did Ramel go? Is he still here? Michael Shannon got robbed in Tarlac and moved to Thailand as a result of it. Yeah. Well, it's just, and there's going to be people that watch this, and I'm going to get some comments about what I've just said. I know it. Someone's going to tell me to go back to my country if I don't like it here. I know it. I know it's going to happen. I see it all the time in the Facebook groups, the Facebook expat groups.